Welcome back to La Familia Mista Fantasy Football Week 5 Breakdown. Let's kick it off with the matchup starting. Homies with the extra chromies versus the leader of the family. Homies with the big win, 150 to 108. High score of the week. Alert, alert, alert. High score of the year for Graham, 150.84 points. Great job by Graham. Really turning it on. This matchup looked like it was over on Thursday. Getting 45 points from DJ Moore. Graham had it locked up. Threw in 34 points from Travis Etienne. And Graham was coming for the top spot. Siobhan, though, fought back with 45 points of her own from Jamar Chase, 22 from the Saints defense, but it was her quarterback who let her down. Oh, she got 4 points from her quarterback, Anthony Richardson. Oh, and he's probably done for a long, long time. But don't worry, she had a backup quarterback on her bench, Jordan Love, who got her 4 points if she would have played him. Seems like she got a quarterback problem. Moving on to the next matchup. Buckle up, Buttercup. 132 to the cooking and mixing who had, I think I count this on one hand, 77 points. Oh, gross. Big whooping Joey put on James. We are still on the lookout for James. If anyone has seen him, please let us know. Where are you, James? We're worried about your well-being. Where are you? He did get 19 points from Gabe Davis. Gabe Davis, but that is it. The rest of his team stunk. Joey got 27 points from Josh Allen and 19 points from David Montgomery, who was killing it this year. My Lord, can they get the ball to Gibbs? I need him. He also got 16 points apiece from Puka and Cooper Kupp. Played them both in the same game, and it worked out. This is going to be interesting to look at for the rest of the year. But the big question for Joey, is Kelsey hurt? We'll find out. Moving on to the next matchup is I'm a Worker with 115 points against Megatron J. Jared had 103, taking a loss. Matt is coming in with 3 straight wins. He was heating up last week. Now he's on fire. Matt, I didn't forget about you whooping my ass in the arcade on NBA Jam. I'm coming for you. He got 22 points from Old Man Thielen and 24 points from Diggs, who's been his most productive receiver to date. He also got 21 points from Devon Achane, but is Achane done for the year? And yes, his name is Achane, not A-Chain. Do not come at me for that. Jared was still led by Jalen Hurts and Tyreek Hill with 27 and 28 points respectively. They have been killing it for his team. He also got 23 points from somebody else who I can't read my own handwriting. Everyone else on his team is not carrying their weight. He got 0 points from Aaron Jones and minus 2 points from his defense, the Titans. Ouch. Can't win games that way. Moving on to the best story of the week in the league, and that is Team Stingo versus Agad Aman Men. Paul had 101 and Dom had 95, but the story is golden. Dom got 33 points from his quarterback, Justin Fields, on Thursday night. But Justin Fields was on the bench. Ouch, that hurt. That hurt. And then Paul was crushing it. But then Dom got a 3-touchdown game from Kittle, who scored 26 points, and he's back in it. Sunday night, he was feeling it. But 17 points from Josh Jacobs on Monday really slammed the door for Paul and came out with the win. Paul also got 21 points from his tight end, Dallas Goedert. It was about time to see him putting up some fantasy football numbers. He also got 22 points from his defense, the San Francisco 49ers. Now, moving on to the next matchup is one that hits home. It's my matchup versus Vinny. And you know, earlier in the season, Vinny's always asking me for fantasy football advice. And, you know, it's just one of those things where, I don't know, Vinny. I don't know how you do this against the family. It's just, it's not good. You were a brother. You beat me. 106-80. And boy, did that hurt. Fredo, how do you do this to your brother? Vinny got 27 points from Breeze Lightning and 20 points from Kirk Cousins. 18 points from Sam Laporta, the tight end extraordinaire of the year. My quarterback was on bye, so my team did not show up. We got about 15 points from Jordan Addison, and the rest of my team stunk. That's right, I had a great day out at the winery, sipping on some wine. I didn't care about football. It was wonderful. My team was screwed. Moving on to the smelliest matchup of the week. That's right, Keenan versus Logan, and boy, was this game gross. Unfortunately, Keenan pulled out the win, 78-72. He is 5-0, and oh my God, it is gross. He would have beat one other person in the league, and we don't even know if that person is around. We haven't seen him in weeks. Where are you, James? Keenan was led by his defense, 17 points from the Steelers. And even CMC, who's still good at football, only had 12 points. Logan got 26 points from Purdy. And if he would have played anybody on his bench instead of Saquon Barkley in the flex, who was out, did not play football this week, he would have won the game. That brings me into my next point. And these are tips I shouldn't tell you people, but I'm going to say it anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, you have an IR slot in your league, on your team. If you have somebody who's hurt, put him in that IR slot and pick up another player. Also, this should go without saying, fill your entire roster. Even if you don't like somebody, put somebody on your roster so that somebody else can't get them. It's only good for the league. It's only helping everybody else. We want to make this competitive. Please don't let me see 2 slots open in your bench. It's just disrespectful. Moving on, we are through 5 weeks, and we are moving into interleague play. It's time to look at the standings and how they stand. Everybody has played everybody in their division for their first time around. Will play everybody in their division again later in the year. Looking at it right now, Keenan in the New Jersey side of the bracket. Keenan is 5-0. Went through the family, not a loss suffered. The second place team is the surprise upstart. First time playing fantasy football of Graham, 4-1 record. Third place slot started out 0-2 and has won 3 straight games is Matt. And then there is a cluster of 1-4 teams below that, including Siobhan, Logan, and Jared. Ouch. Moving to the New York division, which is led by Vinny with a 4-1 record. Joey is in second place, also with a 4-1 record. And then I'm sitting there in third with a 3-2 record. Paul has a 2-3 record. And then Dom and James taking up the rear. Taking it up the... I don't know how to word that. Anyway, it's Dom and James at 1-4 at the bottom of the division. Moving on to next week's matchups. It's me versus Graham. And Graham already started talking some shit last night. We're going to have some fun with that one. Keenan is taking on Dom. And Dom, please beat this mama. I do not want to hear from him anymore being undefeated. Nobody wants to hear from him anymore about being undefeated. And if you don't take care of him, I will somewhere in these 4 weeks. I'm coming for you, Keenan. Put it in the books. I'm going to whoop you. Jared is taking on Joey. You two have you definitely never met each other, but hey, get after it. Matt and Paul take on each other. That should be quiet matchup. Not much shit talking there. Vinny and Logan, the battle of the little bros. Let's see who comes out on top. Hey, Logan, play somebody who's playing football this Sunday. And then, matchup I think is pretty fun. James versus Siobhan, 2 1-4 teams, and two people who like talking shit on each other in person. Love to see it. Good luck to everybody this week, except for Graham. Bad luck to you. And Keenan, bad luck to you. Well, sure. Who cares? I'll talk to everybody next week.